ActiveCampaign conditional content. Let's talk about this. Inside your emails that get sent out, you can display content that is conditional based on, for instance, tags, email address, geolocation, custom fields, etc. And bonus, it's a great way to freak people out. So let's dive right in. So let's start by creating an email, and I think I've already got one queued up, so we'll just use this. I am going to use this guy and show you what you can do. So let's go to design, and one thing is hopefully you're using a template. If you're using your own custom version, it might be a little bit trickier. I tend to use the templates, and then just what's nice is they've got these little blocks. So everything in here can be conditional. So this is a text block, this is an image block, and anywhere, any block has this little gear icon. Go ahead and click on that. So there's a few options here. You can hide on mobile, save this to the content, delete, duplicate this, and then also make conditional. So let's go ahead and do that. So the first one that pops up is email address equals, and then put in a specific email address. You can also is greater than or equal to, that doesn't make sense. Contains is a good one. For instance, if it has gmail.com, you might have a special message for those people. Or does not contain, the opposite of that. Other ones are all these custom fields, tags, does it or does not exist, daytime, I think is a custom field. Geolocation stuff down here. IP address, all that good stuff. So here's the best way to freak people out. What you do is you, at the very bottom of the email, you, for instance, maybe duplicate the last block of text. I'm just going to do that. And I'm going to clean that up. And I'm going to say, hey, first name. Oops. I'm going to go, hey. Then I'm going to personalize it with first name, so the assumption is I've collected that. Notice that you are no longer on my other list. What is up with that? And you can make this super personal. I mean, because what I'm going to do here in this case, and I probably shouldn't do it like that. Let's do it like, okay. So I would say, in this case, make conditional based on email. And I'm just going to put dwooding@yahoo.com. And then if I want to freak the next person out, I'm just going to duplicate this. Change the message. How's the weather? How are the hurricanes in Florida? And then that will be somebody that lives in Florida. So I could make it conditional on geolocation. In that case, let's do state region for the United States, and I could do Florida, or I would probably still do email in that case. But then this is a good place to do it, down in the PS, because sometimes if you have a bunch of them stacked up together, they take up a lot of white space if they don't display. So there might be this big block of white space. So I tend to just put them at the very bottom. You can definitely put them in the content. You can make the images. Anything over here on this side can be conditional based on whatever you want. So that's how you use ActiveCampaign to have conditional content.